What's up, YouTube? Jeff, your Style O.G. And on today's video, we're going to talk about how to dress for your age. If you're new to the channel, we're releasing a video every day at 4 p.m. Eastern, discussing various men's lifestyle topics such as style, grooming, and dating. I invite you to subscribe and tap the notification bell and join us. And to my returning friends like Jack Cheney, salute. Now, trying to figure out how to dress for your age is one of the most challenging questions a stylish man asks himself. The younger guy may ask, am I too young to start wearing suits? Probably not. The older guy, am I too old for these skinny jeans? Probably so. Well, in actuality, the answer to the question is really yes and no. There are certain frameworks and guidelines that you should follow in different decades of your life. But you can be an individual and break certain rules. Just take me, for instance. I'm no longer 20 years old, and most of the time you will see me in grown man clothes such as suits and the like. But you better believe when I feel like it, I still rock my Jordans and my Timbs. You just got to figure out what works within your framework and break the rules when it applies. So with that in mind, in today's video, I'm going to run through several decades in your life and give you the frameworks and the basics you should have at those stages in your life. But I want you to take what I give you and break the rules that fit you individually. So we're going to go from the 20s, the 30s, the 40s, and even beyond, starting now. First up, let's talk about the 20s. Man, to be 20 again. This is the decade I want you experimenting. Be bold, have fun, wear crazy colors and prints if you want to. Jump on trends if you want to, if the cost of entry isn't that great. This is the time that you want to look back in pictures later on and say, why the heck did I ever wear that? But this is also the decade when you want to start easing some grown man items into your wardrobe. You may be graduating from college, you may be going on job interviews, you may start going on some real grown-up dates. So you gotta have some grown man stuff in your arsenal. You don't have to overdo it. Let me give you a few examples of what you should have. First up, what you want in your 20s is a haircut or hairstyle that suits your personality, but is also easy to maintain. One of the key things to being stylish is being well groomed, and a haircut is a great first step. Now, what you also need to do, find you a barber that cuts you just right, have a great relationship with him, and don't cheat on him. Next up, what I want you to have in your 20s is that one nice, versatile watch, one that matches most of the items you wear. So say, for example, if you're someone who wears a lot of cool, dark, or muted colors, get yourself a watch with a silver bezel. Or on the other hand, you're someone who wears warm, neutral, or earth tone colors a lot, get yourself a watch with a gold bezel. Next up in your 20s, you gotta have at least one killer suit. Preferably charcoal or navy, or both if you can afford it. Charcoal and navy are going to be the most versatile colors and the suits you can wear over and over and over. However, if you only can do one, here's a good trick. Get yourself a gray suit and a navy blazer. A navy blazer is super versatile and can substitute for a suit quite often. Next up, you're going to need at least 3 long sleeve shirts. 1, an Oxford button down, which is easy to dress up and dress down, and 2 dress shirts, preferably a white and a light blue. These are your 2 most versatile dress shirt colors. Next up in your 20s, I want you to have at least 2 pair of dress shoes. 1, a black pair of Oxfords, and 2, some brown wingtips. And you need a brown and black leather belt to match your black shoes and your brown shoes. Also in your 20s, I need you to have at least 3 ties. 1 solid dark color, such as a navy or a black, 1 striped tie, and 1 tie with a pattern. Last but not least in your 20s, I want you to have at least 1 good pair of dark denim. These are jeans that are easy to dress down, but more importantly, the easiest to dress up. Now let's talk about how to dress in those 30s. Whereas in the 20s was the most fun time to dress, to me, your 30s is your best time to dress. And here's why I say that. In your 30s, you still can get away with rocking a few trends here and there, but you're really pulling a lot from the classics, so you have the best of both worlds. Now, whereas in your 20s, you had that one killer suit, in your 30s, it's time to add some versatility to your suit game. Get some patterns, get some different fabrics, get bold, experiment with your suits, and broaden your suit base. Now in your 30s, your suits should be the center of your wardrobe because you can dress them up, dress them down, wear them with sneakers, get all the way fully suited and booted, whatever you need to do. So invest in some great suits at this time. Also in your 30s is when I want you to start learning about investing in high quality go-to items. Learn about the different labels, which ones work for you. Spend a little more money on a great pair of fitting jeans, a quality leather jacket, those killer dress shoes. Learn about the quality pieces and invest wisely and have things that'll last for decades and decades. Now in your 40s, it's time to invest in quality and fit. You can't get away with those cheap items you used to rock in your 20s and 30s. You can still rock a pair of jeans as a nice t-shirt, but it needs to be a quality t-shirt and quality jeans. In your 40s, pay attention to that haircut. Get one that works for you and stick with it. You may have to adapt due to losing some little hair, a bit of a receding hairline. Pay attention and act according. Like I said, fit is very important in your 40s. Your body may not be as in good a shape as it was in your 20s and 30s. Get your clothes to a tailor and adapt the clothes to what your body is like now. And in your 40s, it's really time to curate your wardrobe and narrow it down. Ease out some of those trendy clothes from your 20s and 30s and stick with ones that are not past the expiration date. Now your 50s are going to be very similar to your 40s, but even more refined and classy. Here's where I want you to splurge on that watch you've been wanting your whole life. Invest in some great custom-made shoes. 50s is all about refining and being that classic man you've always wanted to be. Okay, so there you have it. My guide on how to dress for your age. Let me know in the comments section. Are there some things you're still trying to figure out are age appropriate for you? As always, I hope you enjoyed the video. If so, hit that like button. It helps the channel to grow. And of course, tap that notification bell so you don't miss any of the videos we release every day at 4 p.m. Eastern. And I'll see you tomorrow.